Hello, BookTube. I'm coming to you with a book haul video. So tonight I was talking to my buddy Sean D. Standfast, but it's the conversation we had the other day that stands out before I get in. He has a BookTube channel and a great one. I had talked to him because we both have massive personal libraries, telling him I need to weed out my library and I need to stop getting books. And so he's going to laugh when he sees this or just shrug and realize who he's dealing with. I got some books. I got a lot of books. I'm hoping I can do them all in one video, but I don't want to go through them so fast that I don't explain anything or cover things you might be interested in. So I couldn't resist. I went and got them. I don't know where I'm going to pile them up. They're all in a paper bag, a big old grocery bag. Let me get limbered up here. So I'm just going to go through them the way they are in the bag. I'm not going to make any organization. So here, this is a great World War II story. We Die Alone. It's a Bantam War book. You'll see these. I usually love these. This one came with an extra piece of art, which you can hold out, and it is the cover. You just stick that in there. And it's a story about in World War II, after Norway had been taken over by the Nazis. So this is a Bantam edition from September of '78. A group, I think it's 4 commandos, go over to Norway from, I don't know if it was the Shetlands or the Orkneys or somewhere. I think it was the Shetland Islands, on a fishing boat. So this crew of the fishing boat, 4 commandos, and then a hold full of explosives, radios, da-da-da-da. But there was a Quisling in the mix, and everybody got killed but this one guy the book is about. And this escape is a true story and amazing, and David Howarth is a wonderful writer. So glad to have that. Then for my science fiction friends, this is an Avon book, 40 cents at the time. And this is H. Bean Piper, Little Fuzzy. Little teeny thing in really good shape. Not perfect, a little ding down here, but readable. And this came out in 1962. So another nice one. It's going to be a job to put these things down somewhere. Then I got here, I'm not going to explain this much. It's a movie cover, sort of. It's True Grit by Charles Portis, but with the now a rip-roaring Paramount movie starring John Wayne, Glenn Campbell, and Kim Darby, just sort of inset here on the paperback. And this is the cover I remember when I was growing up, but it's got a movie still thing here. And just one of the great, great westerns ever written. Just a great novel. And this copy obviously is not going to... This is not a New American Library Signet book, and this is 1968 10th printing. So nothing fancy there, but the movie tie-in's pretty cool. Some more vintage paperbacks here. This is a pocket book. It was 35 cents when it came out. It's Dig the Spurs Deep by Peter Field, a new Powder Valley Western starring Pat Stevens, Sam, and Ezra. Pretty good shape here. And this thing, he has a whole list of books he's done. First printing of April 1964, but there was a Jefferson House edition from '53. And, an old Western. There's going to be a few of those, not a ton, but a few. And this one here is an Avon, 40 cents in this case. Kennedy's Gold by Michael Bonner. This thing's in really good shape. And when did this come out? Win, lose, or draw, it was all the same to him until the Apaches reach out their bloody hands for the money and the girl. Yep. And this one is Hey, all the characters in this book are fictitious. Really? 1960. So, yeah, happy to have that. Another one, but this one became a movie, The Bravados by Frank O'Rourke. Now a thrilling 20th Century Fox movie starring Gregory Peck. Great shape, an old Dell paperback. Behind them were empty cells, a murdered guard, and one relentless pursuer. Yep. Let's see. This can't be a first printing because of the movie thing, I wouldn't think. Copyright 1957. There was a previous Dell edition, but this one is from 1958. So there had been one before this, before the movie cover. Then this one, I'd never seen this cover. I talked to Sean Stanfast. He's seen it before. I haven't. But he knows a lot more about the Dracula stuff than I do. It's all Signet. Look at that cover. The cover's by... No, I could read it before. Tagorsky? Oh, maybe they write it inside here. I would hope they give it... It's like the 12th printing. It doesn't really matter. But they're not going to give him credit anywhere else, but you can see it right here under the cover. So it's a complete unabridged Dracula. Really nice condition. Look at that. It's just really good. Let's see if I can reach over here to put these things here. And then I got an anthology of Dracula. And this is the Dracula Book of Great Vampire Stories. And this is edited by Leslie Shepard. And it has Sheridan Le Fanu, Guy de Maupassant. Doesn't that sound cool? Count Stenbach, Mary Elizabeth Braddon, F.G. Loring, F. Marion Crawford, E.F. Benson, Algernon Blackwood, Bram Stoker, Jan Neruda, E.F. Benson again, Victor Roman, and Dr. Franz Hartmann. So let me get my hands out of the way in case you wanted to pause that. And this thing came out in 1977. This was sort of cool. I haven't read all those stories, or probably any of them. Then a nice old copy of The Spy Who Came In From the Cold, John le Carré, a book I love. Really good condition here. This is a Dell. It was 75 cents when it came out. Great spy thriller. One of the great spy thrillers, a Dell book. And this is the third printing, March 1965. So nothing special there, and it has the colored. Yeah. A lot of paperbacks, but that's not all I have. There's other things in here. Perennial Library, Alexander Solzhenitsyn, The Gulag Archipelago. And when Solzhenitsyn lived in the United States, it was about 10 miles from my house. Through the woods that way. So this is 1918 to 1956, an experiment in literary investigation, 1 through 2, translated from the Russian by Thomas P. Whitney. And when was this one? This was, do I see a date really? First edition paperback, not first edition anything else. But anyway, it is what it is. Here's an old perennial favorite, John Steinbeck's Travels with Charlie, an Abandon book. Good shape. Book I love. Oh, now we're in trouble. Now I'm going to have to start piling other places. Let's see how this goes. Another John Steinbeck with dust on it, or Dust Bunny. A little bit of a crease on the cover. This is Sweet Thursday. Another one of my favorite books of his, or novels of his, is East of Eden. Slight little crease there. And this is also a Bantam book. And I'll tell you, it's not a first edition. thing's been printed a million times. Oh, okay, this ought to be fun. Oh, well, we'll do these first. I got John O'Hara, the hat on the bed. A little bit of crease in there. And that one is a Bantam 95. And it's 95 cents. So I have not read that John O'Hara. I haven't read much John O'Hara. I know some people really love him on BookTube. Alright. Here's the name I'm going to butcher. Simenon Georges. The watchmaker. Pretty good shape. And this is... he was frightened, shy, lonely man. She was wild and wicked with a desire for love he could never satisfy. Into this marriage was born a child, a boy who remained with the father after his restless mother ran away. All right. Got that color end here. It's 35 cents, and it's Hillman Books. All right, see if I can get it over here. Well, where am I going to do this without making a crash? I'm waiting for the crash. Couple Mike Shane volumes. This is the Homicidal Virgin. Pretty nice shape on this one. By Brett Holiday. It's got the colored block there. Dell Mystery. And this is from 1961, First Dell Printing. A newspaper want ad asking for a red-blooded American male who is willing to do anything. Repeat, anything. Yeah. Probably not a good idea to put that in the newspaper because the cops are going to be right on it. All right, Mike Shane's Torrid 12. This is a little different. This is also a Dell. How much was this one? 40 cents. So in this, when did this come out? So it's called Torrid 12 for a reason. 1961. So it has Forward by Brett Halliday, Death Dives Deep by Brett Halliday. But then you have stories by Franklin Gregory, D.E. Forbes, Hal Elson, Frank Kane, Robert Bloch, Hope Fielding, Richard Deming, Henry Slazar, Kenneth Fearing, Jonathan Craig, and Helen Casson. So, you know, like there's a Robert Bloch. It would just go right into his story. And there's the back of it. These are in really, really immaculate condition. Yeah. Very nice. Glad to find those. Those are fun. Then, I actually know the fellow who wrote this. I don't know the artist, though. And this is Vermont Ghost Guide. Joe Citro's the author, and he signs it. And then Stephen Bissett, I know people who know him, did the artwork and then signed the artwork, which was sort of cool. So he drew this and all that. And then it shows where all the events in the book take place, all the hauntings. Quite a few around me. Where am I at here? Right around in there. Right up in this area. So, yeah, well, more like there. So glad to have it. I know Joe. He's a good guy. Then we're going a different route. This is Floating, one man's views and experiences living year-round aboard a sailboat. Hugo Leckie, drawings by Eugene Lee. Love this sort of stuff. Most of you who know me or know my channel know that I spend a lot of time at boats and at sea. So anything like that, and I have not read this. I don't know if, well, I don't think I've read it. See if we get any more pictures. So it'll be fun for me. Need to put that over here because the nautical books are all over here anyway. Haunted Ships of the North Atlantic by Robert Ellis Cahill. Who published this? So here's like the old Saltbox Publishing House in Salem, Mass. So they'll just be short little vignettes, some historic photographs. that sort of thing. I wonder if I have this one. I don't think I do. It will be up there, and I'm not going to get up to look. These Sheridan House distributions, I love these. This is Miles Smeaton, Sunrise to Windward. Another piece of, I get like these little, what do they call them? The dust bunny things on them. Alright, he wrote a famous classic called Because the Horn is There and Once is Enough. I think I actually have that one. The Sunrise to Windward describes Miles and Beryl Smeaton's journeys in Suihang, from France to Japan. Among the many exotic and fascinating countries visited en route were Malta, Mozambique, Ceylon. They did safari in East Africa. So these types of things I absolutely love. So I'm looking forward to reading this. Another short little thing. It's got a bookmark in it. My book is signed by the artist in 2000. It's a bookworm. I have literally huge bags of bookmarks. I don't know why. Patriots of the Sea, Lighthouse Legacies by William O. Thompson. From early merchants and privateers who created the first American Navy to the lighthouse keepers and their families who maintain a constant visual on the shore. So, a little local history type stuff. A lot of lighthouses. Let's have some ships, folks. Ah, there you go. So, couldn't leave this one sitting there. Another nautical thing. I remember this well. The Tall Ships, a Sailing Celebration, Operation Sail 76, so 1976. There we go. How you like that? Get my hand out of the way. Yep, the Coast Guard Cutter Eagle. It's a bark. Absolutely thrilled to have this. This was a big event when it happened. Yeah. Just gorgeous vessels, a gorgeous event. People came from all over the world to celebrate America's bicentennial. I'll give you the parts, name of the sails, nomenclature of stuff. All the fun stuff. Here's something out of the ordinary for me. How long is 18 minutes? Oh my gosh. This is A History of Denmark by Pal Luring. New enough to have an ISBN. History of the Kingdom of Denmark, translated from the Danish by David Honen and Dorset Press, New York. And when was this? Copyright 1960, Dorset 1991. Not something I know a lot about. So, always a good idea. I'm getting there, folks. I'll grab a couple at a time so I can start picking up speed. This is about a town where I am intimately connected with. This is behind the Iron Horse, the people who made the trains run in the Bellows Falls, Vermont area in 1941 to 1980. Something I have a connection with. And is that Steamtown? Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to open it up too much. I got a feeling the spine might crack on this one. And this is Giro di Padolano with a foreword by David Howard Bain, and it's signed by Mr. Padolano. So this is just a personal interest type of thing. Then I have Vermont, A History by Charles T. Morrissey. It's out of the States and the Nation series by Norton. And you can tell that they have all the states in the series. And W.W. Norton Company. And it's 1981. Let's see, they got some typical like Vermont photos. So that will go with my history collection. I've actually read this in the library before, but I needed a copy. Oh, getting back to maritime. Titanic, Destination Disaster, The Legends and Reality by John P. Eaton and Charles Haas. This is revised and expanded edition. Any Titanic stuff, I'm going to probably fall for. Thought I saw a color. Oh yeah, this color. When did that come out? With Norton again, and this is latest edition. This is first American edition, 1987, but copyright is 96, so it looks like it's a fifth printing. So pretty neat. I love Titanic stuff. You got some naughty stuff. There actually was some, but I didn't take it. This one. This is complete and unabridged. It's certainly not a first edition. I don't believe. Cost $5 when it was new. 17th printing. They even say it. So Nabokov, that obviously, especially in our time right now, a little awkward. This one I don't know. We're almost done. I couldn't resist it. It's Madeline Poland, Polland, so it may Poland or Poland. Illustrated by William Stobbs with an O. Bjorn the Proud. It's a Viking book. How could I not take it? I think it may be a YA. I'm going to read it. I like this sort of thing. I love Vikings. I probably wouldn't want to meet one in real life that was doing one of these things. But they're cool. Fun. Then one of my favorite comedians of all time. I used to watch him on PBS and just lose it laughing. And that's Victor Borge. And this is Life of the Musical Greats and Other Facts You Never Knew You Were Missing. Concert edition of My Favorite Intermissions. So some of you will remember him. This one's signed. Double A and Company, 1971. And Victor Borge is a treat. Comedy and classical music. It's a good combination sometimes. And then I think this is the last thing. And I can't believe I don't own this. Maybe I do, and I'm going to be sorry. But I don't think I own this. Magnus Magnusson, Vikings. Big oversized thing. There he is on the back as I slide this slipcover all over the place. Duck jacket. This is quite beautiful. Heavily illustrated history. E.P. Dutton, 1980. Let me see. What do we have something from? Oh, this thing's just loaded with images. Here, let me. So, if you're into Vikings, this is a standard work. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. I got a couple newer ones I want to read that I haven't gotten to, Viking books, but all in all, pretty good book haul and a bookmark. So, pretty happy with it, and now Sean D. Stanfast can say, this guy. So, anyhow, I hope everybody's doing well. Muggy, I got sweat just coming off me. I got a little fan going. I can't turn it off. I hope it doesn't interfere with the sound. But, yep. Summertime. I hope you're all doing well. And I hope you're all buying books when you're not supposed to. Thank you, BookTube.